What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Real Highlights podcast. Um, there's a lot of NBA stuff to actually go over. So yeah, the Brooklyn Big Three went insane. I think Kyrie had 37, Durant had 38, Harden had 21, 10, 12, or something like that. Sorry for no podcast going out, Tuesday? Stuff going on. Hopefully we can get back to 2 times a week, but there has been some stuff going on. So I just haven't been able to record them. There has been some NBA stuff, like I said. So yeah, the Big Three in Brooklyn finally played together, and they went pretty crazy. Obviously, Sexton ruined out 42 points, and that Brooklyn defense is pretty bad. It's not good. That's what I'll say. I mean, they gave up 150 points, the 29th or the second worst offense in the league, probably behind the Wolves or probably right in front of the Wolves. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, Harden, I think he had like 32, 10, 10 in his first ever game, and like another 32-point game in his second game. Kyrie took a lot of shots, but he's Kyrie. You know, they'll figure it out. Two MVPs, and Kyrie, who's hit a shot to win the finals. I mean, that's pretty crazy. So yeah, let's see what. Oh yeah, so Killian Hayes, he obviously he was injured, right? Tore his labrum, and he got surgery on that, or he's getting surgery on that, one of two, and he will be out for 8 weeks, which sucks. He was one of my favorite players coming into this draft class. Capella put up 27-26, which was pretty insane in fantasy. Not going against Capella, luckily. But yeah. Cole Anthony went crazy. He didn't go crazy. He just set a game winner on the Wolves, which was heartbreaking because I was watching that game live. And basically what happened is they missed a shot. Or something happened. I think someone missed a shot. We get the rebound. Jared Vanderbilt, he's like a great, super scrappy player. He's great. We have 2 timeouts. So the Wolves have timeouts. So Ryan Saunders or Jared Vanderbilt called timeout. Nope, just runs for like 4 seconds, which is good that you wind out the clock, but at the same time, timeout, inbound the bottom, Malik Beasley or D'Angelo Russell, shoot 2 free throws. We can close the game out. So we fouled, 4 seconds left. Vanderbilt misses the first free throw, misses second. Cole Anthony rebound, coast to coast, game winning 3. Heartbreaking. We just lost that game, which really sucked. But whatever. But now we're 3-10, almost no chance of making. There's a chance we make the playoffs, but like, it's gonna be hard because now we have to winning record, and Towns is still out because he tested positive for the Rona. Yeah. Another thing I saw is it says it right here actually, but NBA viewership is up 34%, which is great. Jokic is averaging like a triple double. And I'm going to just go through these games real quick and pick. So I think Lakers will win this game. I'm going with, I think Jazz easily won the last one. I'm going Pelicans win the last one, but they didn't. But I don't know who. Someone didn't have a good game for New Orleans. But I think New Orleans will win this game. I think the Warriors will beat the Knicks. If we go to the 22nd. This game is postponed. Oh yeah, Wizards, the whole team got it. So they're going to be postponed for a while. I think Bulls win this game. I think Houston wins this game. I think Indiana wins this game. Brooklyn wins this game. Boston. Obviously, Philly won the last one, which was yesterday or 2 days ago when you're listening to this. Miami, I think will beat Toronto. I think the Wolves will beat Atlanta. We kept it close, and I don't know if Cat will be back, but I have a feeling that we can beat them. D'Lo's playing out of his mind as well. I think Dallas will beat San Antonio. I think Denver will beat Phoenix. I think LA will beat, or the Clippers will beat Thunder. Trailblazers will beat the I'm going to go Grizzlies beat Trailblazers. Especially if Ja back and Jaren Jackson Jr. might be playing, and everybody on Portland's injured. And we'll go Knicks beat Sacramento. And if we go to Saturday, the 23rd, I'm going to go, Philly beats Detroit. Brooklyn beats Miami. Brooklyn beats Miami. LA beats Chicago. I'm gonna go Pelicans beat the Wolves. Sadly, we have such a good, not easy schedule, but like favorable schedule, and everybody's injured. I'm gonna go Dallas beats Houston. I'm gonna go Warriors beats Utah, and I'm gonna go Phoenix beats Denver. I think. So yeah, and we'll go Sunday, and then we'll go over fantasy after this. Indiana beats Toronto. The Clippers beat Thunder. This is I'm assuming if you're listening, you're getting a little confused because I'm repeating the same matchups, and I am because they play each other doing like the back-to-back stuff. So if you're a little confused, that's why. I'm gonna go Hornets beat Magic, Clippers or Celtics beat Cavaliers, Spurs beat Wizards, Bucks beat Hawks, Grizzlies beat Kings, Knicks beat Trailblazers. I'm disrespecting Portland a lot. I just have this whole time feel bad, but yeah. So here are the Eastern Conference standings. You have Philly, the 1 seed at 10-5, Milwaukee right there behind them at 9-5, Boston 8-5, Indiana 8-6, Brooklyn 9-7, Cleveland 7-7, Atlanta 7-7, New York 7-8. And if we go to the West, you have the Clippers at 11-4, Lakers at 11-4, Utah 10-4, Phoenix 8-5, Golden State 8-6, Portland 8-6, Memphis 7-6, San Antonio 8-7. So I'm gonna go back to the East. So what teams will likely hold their spots and what teams won't hold their spots? So Philly, I don't think they will end up being the 1 seed. I think they'll fall down to 2 or 3. I do think Milwaukee will be taking that from them. Boston at the 3 seed. I think they can keep that. At the same time, I think they could fall down to 4. They might be able to get 2 from Philly. And if we go to Indiana, I think they have a good chance of keeping the 4 seed. They have a good chance of having a better record than Boston, especially with everybody being injured for Boston. Although Kemba Walker is back for Boston, so who knows? But Tatum didn't play against Philly. That's why they lost that game, most likely. But Indiana will probably drop out the top 4 because the team right behind them, Brooklyn, will be taking one of those 4 slots from Indiana. Most likely, I think 3 seed or 4 seed. And then you have Cleveland won't be staying in there, Atlanta won't be there, and New York won't be there. And the teams taking their spots will be Orlando, Miami, and Toronto. In the West, you have these teams. I don't think Utah will keep the 3 seed. I think they'll fall. I think Clippers and Lakers will keep the 1 and 2. Phoenix, I think they'll fall a little bit. I don't think they'll be able to hold 4. Golden State, I have them being the 5 seed. I think they will be the 5 seed. Portland they're going to be really low. So they're going to be 7 or 8, maybe not the playoffs, especially if everybody being injured for them. CJ McCollum's injured. I think Nurkic is injured. I don't even know. Rocco, I think he's playing. I don't know. And I think San Antonio will be in the playoffs. I didn't have them making the playoffs, but I think they will be. Memphis, they might be. I don't know. Maybe. Possibly. Teams that are not in the playoffs, they'll most likely make it. Dallas and Denver. Both of those they're going to make it. But below them, Oklahoma could, most likely not. New Orleans could, most likely not. Sacramento could, most likely not. Houston could, most likely not. And the Wolves could, but most likely not, sadly, because our whole team has corona and everybody likes to get injured for us whenever we start to do something good. It's great. What can we go back to? Wow, so we can go all the way. Let's go to 1970. 1971. Let's just check this out. So you got New York was the 1 seed then. The Bullets were the 2 seed. Sixers were 3 seed. Atlanta was the 4 seed. Boston was 5. The Cincinnati Royals were 6. Buffalo Braves were 7. Cleveland Cavaliers were 8. Oh, there was only 8 teams. Oh. And in the Western Conference, the Milwaukee Bucks were the 1 seed. Lakers were the 2 seed. Chicago Bulls were the 3 seed in the West. San Francisco Warriors were 4, Phoenix Suns were 5, Detroit Pistons were 6, San Diego Rockets were 7, Seattle Supersonics were 8, and the Portland Trailblazers didn't make the playoffs with the 9 seed. If we go to 89-90, I think this is when the Wolves got put into the NBA. Yes, it was. So the Pistons were the 1 seed that year. Philly was 2 seed, Chicago 3 seed, Boston 4 seed, New York 5 seed, Milwaukee 6 seed, Cleveland 7 seed, Indiana 8 seed. That was the Eastern Conference. And if we go to the West, Lakers were the 1 seed. San Antonio was the 2 seed. Portland was the 3 seed. Utah was the 4 seed. Phoenix is the 5 seed. Dallas is the 6 seed. Denver 7 seed. Houston 8. Oklahoma or Seattle 9. Golden State Warriors were 10. Clippers were 11. Sacramento 12. Minnesota Timberwolves 13. And the Charlotte Hornets 14, that Charlotte Hornets team is the New Orleans Pelicans now, in case you didn't know that. But if we go to, I think, 96, so you have 95, 96, that was the Kobe draft. And the Wolves had got, whatever is the name of that draft, too. I think we drafted Ray Allen and traded him. If we go to 96, 97, I think the Wolves made the playoffs as the 6 seed. Yes, we did. So I think we went on like a 10-year streak of just making the playoffs, the Wolves. And then all of a sudden, so if we go to 03, 04, I think the Wolves were the 1 seed. Yeah, we were. We were 58-24. Wow. We played Denver in the first round. We beat them. We went to the conference finals. Wow, were we insane. It's a real shame that we couldn't do anything. If we go to the East, Indiana was the 1 seed. I'm assuming with who? I don't know. Was Reggie Miller still with them at that point? The New Jersey Nets were a 2 seed. Detroit was a 3. Miami was 4. New Orleans was 5. Milwaukee was 6. New York was 7. Boston was 8. Wow, with 36 and 46 record, Boston was 8. It's a real shame that the Wolves couldn't. And we fired Flip Saunders at the. So 03, 04, we were just on fire, 1 seed. 04, 05, the Wolves don't make the playoffs. With a 44 and 38 record, we still don't make it. And we fired the coach for no reason, and we didn't make it. And then if we go to 05, 06, it just gets worse. Now we're the 14 seed. 07, 08, still 13. If we go 2010, we're the 15. If we go to 11, 12, I think the Wolves almost made the playoffs at some point in here. Oh, this was the lockout year. Yeah, 23 and 43. If we go to 13, 14, Wolves were the 10 seed that year. How many games did we miss out? We missed out by 9. If we go to a year before that, 12, 13. There was a year that we got close, I think. It might have been 13, 14. What about 14, 15? We were dead last. This is when he drafted Cat. But it's a real shame that we're just not that good. Oh, in case you guys didn't know, Zion got into a lawsuit last year because I think it was his agent, marketing agent, it says here, basically was like, yo, Duke paid you, give me money. And Zion was like, no, they didn't pay me, I'm not giving you any money. And the judge sided with Zion. Nice to see. We don't have that much else to go over. Really hope you guys enjoy this podcast. Make sure to subscribe on all platforms. This is the Real Highlights Podcast. And make sure to go subscribe to 1 Minute of Sports. It's also on all platforms. It's 1 minute of all basketball, of the main basketball events in the week. So I recommend you go check that out as well. Really hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. On Tuesday, most likely. Hopefully Tuesday or Friday. They go out, 8 a.m. And I just managed to stretch that for 40 seconds. Nice. See ya.